Hello, people.
But you are not recording. Oh, you are.
Yes, I'm recording. So we are Cosmic Energy, and we're up here today to talk about why it's so important to open up and to share with people what you already have, because it's something that we found it out along our journey that it's really helpful, because I came from a place that people teach me somehow to just be for myself, and that life is continuous survival. And yeah, this is true, but this doesn't mean that you have to close up and keep everything for you, because then where is the passion to share? Why you do something for you if not sharing with people to leave something behind you, right?
Yeah, that's true, and I agree with you. I like to share with people, for example, my knowledge. I like to inspire people. Uh, I'm not a teacher of any kind, but I like doing it just for the feeling of their being happy that they have the possibility to grow.
And it's so important that you get into a moment that you realize that, well, I have something new. I have an experience that nobody else has. And how can they know if not from my mouth? Because I love to go a lot into hiking. I love a lot to sing. I love a lot to write a book, to just do a lot of sports. Sometimes I just feel that I'm gonna fall down, do a lot of sports, and then I just come into a forest and I want to read something, and then I'm so tired that then I just fall asleep, and it feels so good. And then I spread this with people, and I see their eyes. A lot of people, they have these big eyes when they're, wow, you did that and you did this. And it's so cheerful because you see that you actually inspire someone, and someone is coming to understand better who you really are.
Right? And a lot of people are assuming, well, I know you what you've been through, but that's not true. We cannot really know ourselves because we didn't live in exact moment of their life, their experiences that they get. For one, it might be at the age of the 14-year-old. For some, it might be at the age of 44. Why should we judge people by their age if we don't know their experiences?
I read it a lot, and I saw that many people that are very known in the history are actually the people that got success after the age of 30 or 40. So especially if you are a young one, you have such a lot of time still to develop yourself. And even if you are older, let's say maybe you have 70, maybe you have 80, you sure may have something that you'd love to do. And why to stop yourself from doing that only because other people told you that you are too old for this, or you are not enough fit maybe to do this or that? Because a lot of people would start a sport but they are scared, or they simply don't have enough confidence that they can handle it, and what other people are gonna say about this. But just think about this, what are you gonna say about yourself if you're not doing what you're meant to do, even if they're out and talking? Because I've observed from my journey, they're talking anyway, and I try to be normal, and I cannot be normal. It's
Yeah, everyone wants you to be the same, and that's everyone is like a mass of individuals who actually equalize the society. So it's very frustrating not being good enough, but you are never going to be good enough until you really start and until you really get to do some things that you really want. Because if you take great people of our history, of our modern history, you will see they didn't just appear. They had to struggle for their success, for their careers. It's not happening through one night. It might be a point where it develops rapidly, but to that moment it's very, very rocky road to get to.
And a lot of people these days they are focusing about the final product, how it's gonna look like when it's gonna end, but they're not focusing on the process, on the long road. For example, let's say that you are going into a hike. It's not only about you here starting up with the idea and then you at the destination, because it would be boring. Just that was it. But how it's about the long day that you are somewhere far into the nature, and hour by hour you are fulfilled with that bird songs, with that sun on your body. You may go naked in the forest. I love a lot to do that. And you simply enjoy who you become in the process. The same was for me with the kung fu. It's not only about to be a kung fu master, because if I practice, for sure I'm gonna reach that, but it's about who I'm becoming the process. It's like, whoa, look, I've got this technique, and then this technique, and I learned how to jump like this, and I have this attitude, because sometimes I simply imagine that I'm that chill Zen master that it's learning his techniques so slowly. Sometimes I just burst up my energy and I imagine that I'm into the greatest fight of my life, which is with myself, by the way. And this is so amazing, because it would be boring just, okay, I want to be a master now. I'm a master from what? I just say I'm a master and this is it. I just have a new word in my vocabulary and I'm like, hello, my name is Alex. Well, I'm a master.
The life is not about getting to one point, it's also about the journey itself. If you are going up tenting, if the road is shitty, well, it may destroy all your trip, because the journey itself is preparing you for your goal. It's like, don't do things you don't enjoy, or do them but know that you are doing them temporary, and still aim for the things that you really want. Because for me, like, job that we are having, in the nowadays society, like sitting in the desk and putting stuff into computers, or whatever kind of job you are having, some physical kind of job, some inspirational kind of job. If you like it, perfect, do it, because world needs all of us being different. If you are doing exact same thing over and over, we won't change. That's why it's amazing the times we are living in, with the collective internet thing and the way we are thinking. It changed rapidly, and now it's more important to be individual actually than to go with the crowd, because getting where the crowd goes, it's never going to get you in the nice and safe place.
Actually, even that some people believe that they are safe with their jobs, the reality is that you don't know. You don't know what is gonna happen tomorrow. So it's more meaningful to choose another way that it's also not sure, but it's meaningful. For example, I am training Kung Fu for hours and hours on a day, and it's not always easy. Sometimes I train for hours with my staff and I literally hit myself in the head, and it's painful, but then I just take that stuff and I learn how to love my pain, because I know why I'm doing this. I know that it's not gonna be easy. I know that sometimes I don't want to put that 3 hours effort, but I know why I'm doing this. I know that it helps me to grow better and better. And the moment that you push yourself, even if you want to stop, that is the moment, but only if it's meaningful for you. That is the moment when you're gonna bloom into a different self, because if it's painful, it means that you are changing. Not like pain to the death, but to pain until you feel that sweat on your body, until you feel that actually you did something that you are so proud of today. That you can sleep cheerfully.
But don't stick only to fighting, because mind is also important. It's important to develop in every aspect that you can. Don't stay. If something is dead end for you, don't do it, because it's useless for you. It's useless for your evolution. It's nice that you tried it, but don't go for it if you don't feel it.
It's true. And this being said, life it's so red. Do what makes you happy, not sad. And then you go so chill to bed. The end.